a situation where your first opportunity now here as the head coach. How did it feel to get a win that was that authoritative and comprehensive? And in your mind, what were the keys to it?
Yeah, I think we really came out with the right mindset. That first group really got us and established like our wheel. We picked up full court, really tried to put an imprint on the game, and then guys just filtered in off the bench and had an impact. Kevin's job of getting the group going, his ability to be a hub for us, rebound for us, come up with a triple-double, set the tone, and pretty impressive.
Jacque, I got a couple for you. Just where would you say Seth's at? You know, he was unable to play in the back-to-back, then he has a big night tonight. I mean, where would you say his progress is at, and do you expect him to play this weekend in L.A. both games?
Not sure about both games. Hopefully he gets here. It'll be good to see how he feels after this game. Said he felt good with the minutes tonight, so we'll just keep building. Surely good to see that ball go through the net, I'll tell you that.
And then Edmond, you know, he talked this morning about missing the open threes they were giving him. It looked like tonight that finally changes. What would you say to him?
Yeah, I think overall the looks have been good. And so the process was right. We talked about that. Continue to trust each other, spray that thing. And we even said in the timeout, like, Kevin's ability, he hit Edmond in the corner. They shifted, made three, did the same thing with Royce when he was at the elbow. He missed a shot, but the process was right. So we keep doing that, we'll be all right.
And just last one, is there anything new with TJ Warren?
Nothing new. He'll get some more work on the road when we head out west. And good thing is he's still on the court and progressing.
Coach, just the number of assists you guys had.
30, Christian. Let's go.
30 assists.
Come on, that's a good number.
Yeah, is that a byproduct of defense leading the offense, or is that kind of just the offense, the half-court offense that you guys wanted to see out there?
Yeah, I think overall, you know, we're putting guys on the floor, hopefully, that continue to play with each other and, you know, getting into the paint. If we can continue to do that, put pressure on the defense, we have multiple ball handlers out there. We can play small. Kevin can handle, which is, you know, very unusual. We can bring smalls in to set screens. So we're just taking advantage of the spacing, and guys are just playing freely, which is great to see.
What did you think about the way Ben and Edmond played tonight?
Yeah, great. You see Edmond setting the tone for us, picking up full court. He did it versus Luka. He did it tonight versus Brunson. So he'll continue to do that, set the tone. It just makes a difference. He's engaged. He gets the rest of the group engaged. And then Ben was great. I thought he was aggressive. I thought when he had the basketball, he pushed it with pace. So I think overall a positive night for him.
At the beginning of the second quarter, I think the Knicks scored 5 quick points, and you called that timeout.
That was a quick one, Chris.
Yeah.
We're not going to let that thing get any further than that. Yeah, that was a quick one. We had to talk it over. We had a shot that wasn't great, and then also offensive rebound same time. So we just had to lock back in and remind them to lock back in.
Jacque, the defense these last few games, especially tonight, it seems like there's just better communication. A lot of these guys on some of these switches recovering all the way across the court to match up. Like, what do you attribute that to these last few games?
We showed 2 clips at halftime. The 2 clips were us shifted, very much so, covering for each other, the talk behind it. And it's not going to be perfect, and that's what we talked about. The basketball isn't perfect, but you cover for your teammate, and he covers for someone else, and we can live with it. So I think that's where we're progressing and seeing, I don't know, guys not caring if they get beat. They're trying to do the right thing, but the teammate's going to cover for them.
Jacque, the box score only says, 2 assists for Cam Thomas, but even the hockey assists, he'd rack up more. I mean, obviously there's a thing in summer league about him, trying to be more of a playmaker. I mean, how much has he grown on that from his own emphasis on it versus, you guys in the coaching staff kind of staying on him for it?
It's just growth as a player. I think Royal Ivey works with him on a daily basis, and he's done a great job of watching film with him, giving him the space to score, but also challenge him to grow as a basketball player. And that growth is playmaking. I mean, you saw at the end of the game, he can get a shot when he wants to. We can run flat for him like we run for Kevin. But his ability to continue to learn angles and when the help is coming, he's going to continue to get better.
Right. Going back to the defense, are there things, you've talked a lot about you didn't know how long you were going to be coaching, you're not overstepping your bounds when you were the interim. Now that you're the head coach and this is your squad going forward, are there things that you're going to be able to install defensively that you haven't had a chance to do that now you're going to feel comfortable in kind of drilling down and asking these guys to do?
Yeah, I think overall you've seen a little bit of it. the ability for us to protect the rim is going to be huge. I still think that's important as a group. And that's going to be impacted by the rebounding piece. So if we can focus on defensive rebounding, we can take a big jump on the defensive end. We've already taken a big jump. Last 4 games, teams under 100 points, which has been great. So definitely concerted effort. The fouling, the defensive rebounding, we can take another jump, Brian.
Thanks, JV.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Seth, I know it's been a little bit of a struggle at times for you getting rolling this season. Anything you felt just really clicked for you tonight?
Just getting every day feeling a little better. Getting back to playing basketball. I haven't really played basketball in 5 months, so I knew it was going to take some time. Still frustrating, but just sticking to it every day, working on my games, trying to stay positive. And I knew it would click eventually. But just trying to keep a good mindset of work every day and coming to the game, bringing energy no matter what. And I'm going to make shots, like I said, eventually.
They made it official today. Jacque's going to be the head coach going forward. Tell us a little bit about Jacque, what it's like to work with him, and what he kind of brings to the table.
He's been great. From day one when he got that interim title, he didn't know what would happen, but he came in and was honest with us and was just saying, I'm going to work hard every day. Every day they asked me to be the interim head coach. I'm going to come in, I'm going to coach you guys as good as I can. And that kind of mindset rallied the team. That's kind of the mindset we took on every day. Like, we didn't know who was going to be our coach. We didn't know who was going to show up that day to play with injuries and everything else going on. But like I said, everybody's been positive. And honestly, it starts with Seven bringing a good mindset to the team, never complaining about the stuff that's going on, working hard, being unselfish, and guys are just following that lead.
Seth, you only played in one of the 2 games in the back-to-back this past weekend. Do you think it'll be the same deal going in LA this weekend, or there's a chance you might be able to play in both?
I can't say yet. I don't know. See how I feel tomorrow, the next couple of days, but I still got a little ways to go physically. I'm still working my way back. Can't play a full load of minutes tonight. I went over my minutes tonight, honestly, but I can't say yet.
Was 20 the stop point tonight, minute-wise?
It was gonna be 15 to 20, but he let me roll a little bit longer.
Seth, is there anything that you can put your finger on that you guys are doing differently during this winning streak versus the way you guys started the season?
We changed a couple things scheme-wise, but honestly, it's just mentality. Mentality, guys rallying together, bringing more of a competitive mindset as a group. And obviously, when you get a new coaching change, it's kind of just fresh energy. It's not anything bad that Steve did or anything better that Jacque did. It's just, sometimes, like I said, when you get a new change, and our season has to get turned around. We only have so many games, so guys have kind of had that back to the wall mentality even early in the season. And I like the way we're playing, win or lose the last few games, even the games we've lost. We've had good performances.
I remember last season you were talking about how you would kind of go through your pregame warm-up to kind of test out the ankle, and that would kind of give you a good idea of whether you'd be able to play a lot. Going into this game, was there anything that maybe you went through pregame that would let you know that you were good and that you were going to have a game like you did tonight, or was it just how the shots went?
Nah, it's kind of the opposite. I felt kind of better the last couple of games. Even today's shoot-around didn't feel great, but like I said, when I got on the floor, it felt pretty good. So it's just, like I said, I'm just listen to the performance staff, grinding every day, and trying to get a rhythm on the floor and help these guys win at the same time.
Anyone else? Thanks, Seth.
All right.